Hey, what's up everyone? The topic for this video is going to be the Mandela effect, as you can probably already tell by the background that I've drawn on this app. Particularly a few MEs that have happened for me, or what I'll call shifts. I don't think I've already shared them. If I have, then I guess I'm sharing them again. So if you're new to my channel and I've shared it in the past, then you're seeing it for the first time, possibly. Or hearing it for the first time. So there are a couple of situations that happened a couple of years ago. Well, actually, probably a little bit more than a couple of years ago. It's a few years now. There was this jacket that my mama got for me, and we were both in the store. We were both at Walmart back when they actually had really good clothes. Or pretty good clothes. Now they don't look like anything that's really even worth a crap, in my opinion, in our area that I would even get. But back to the topic of I went off again. I went off topic. But she got this coat. We got it, and we brought it home, and we got one. There was just one. Now there were more of them, of this coat, this type of coat, but we only got one. We got this one coat, and suddenly, within the next few days, there was another one of it in the vehicle. And I was thinking, how the heck did that happen? We only got one of them. This was before really I even greatly woke up to the Mandela effect, to the ME phenomenon. And like someone in the comments to my previous video told me, we really need to come up with another name for this phenomenon because it's really not doing it justice. It's like a reality shift, a quantum shift. As I think there was a YouTuber came up with the name Quantum Shift, and several other things. There was one YouTuber, I believe, Always Thinking was her name, and she was really nice, and still is. She just hasn't made a video in a while. She came up with the name Seesaw for things that you see and they flip-flop. That was a really good name. So this situation, I'd say, happened earlier when I was in the early stages of my channel. And there was this extra coat that we didn't buy. We didn't get it. This extra coat. And the colors were actually opposite on the inside. It was Free Tech, I believe. It's a Free Tech coat. I think that's the name of the company. And it was red and black, I think, on the inside, on the tag, on the logo. Instead, it was the opposite colors of the coat that we got. But I think that was right. I'll show some pictures of the two coats, and I'll let you know. But they just randomly appeared. We didn't get that second coat. But suddenly, I had this other coat. And I immediately felt like that I had shifted universes or worlds, whatever, realities. The reality had changed. I immediately felt like I shifted to another version of myself or consciousness that I was in another world, because we only got one. And at least that's me. That is how I felt personally. Now that's just my personal feelings on what happened at the time. That's how I felt. And so that coat, there it was, a second one. Now, the strange thing, fast forward a day later or so, there was, no, actually, it was the same day. It was the same day that I found that coat, excuse me. We looked in the other vehicle, and there was a pair of sunglasses laying on the top. This red pair, well, actually, they were black sunglasses, obviously, with red as the color of the sunglasses themselves. And they were never there, and we had never gotten a pair of sunglasses like that, ever. And I'd never gotten myself a pair of sunglasses like that. I never really liked wearing sunglasses anyway that much because they tickle my nose. It's kind of hard to explain. They just always tickle my nose. But, yeah, there was another coat, another version of my coat, same product name and number and everything. It's crazy, but there was another one of my coat and a pair of sunglasses that we never got that were suddenly in the vehicle. And that was crazy. So that happened, though. That happened. Now, I still have those sunglasses. I'll show them I looked up their code number and everything because I was floored by the fact that it was there and the fact that I had another version of my coat right there. So I now had 2 coats and a new pair of sunglasses that I did not get. So I got the one coat, but I didn't get the other one. We have no recollection of getting that other coat, and the sunglasses we didn't get at all. So anyway, that's 2 stories, personal experiences that happened, I guess, when this phenomenon really started. So I would call that a personal shift. I had a theory when this phenomenon first started happening, when it first took place. I had a theory that wasn't really mainstream at the time for this phenomenon. It wasn't popular about reality shifting. And I drew it on this piece of paper and videoed it with my phone. But my phone always corrupted the file, so I thought, well, maybe I'm onto something. Maybe something doesn't want me to put that out there because maybe I'm actually onto something here. And it was where I felt like we were shifting. Some of us were and some weren't. And other versions of ourselves out there. And yeah. And it's hard to explain, but that's exactly what I felt like at the time. But every time I wrote this down about universe A, B, and C, and person 1, 2, and 3 in each one, and some shifted and some didn't, and you might be with a different version of your loved one, you don't even know it, or friends, family, coworkers, whatever, or classmates, whomever you're around, you might be with a different version of them and not even know it, of their consciousness, or a different version of that individual. And that's what came in my mind when this phenomenon first took place. And I wrote that down on a piece of paper, videoed it with my phone, and when I videoed it, my phone kept corrupting the file and did not want me to record it, so I tried with a camcorder, the Samsung camcorder. If any of you can ever find a Samsung camcorder, I would be very, very appreciative of that, because I can't seem to find one that's affordable that I really loved. I love that camcorder. It had the pause button on there. But yeah, that situation was crazy, like many of these are. So I wrote that down, and every time I did and drew that and did a video about it, it even messed up on my Samsung camcorder, which is not internet connected, and it still messed up on that. So I've had many situations where weird, strange things around me, strange sounds in the sky. Suddenly, right above me, I heard this little keyboard sound, like a typing, like... My mama's heard that, but not sure what it was, and I've heard like noises, like we're in some kind of a, I don't know, I mean, like we're in some kind of, like a technological sound, basically. It's the sound of this technology or something. But anyway, that's what happened, and those coats appeared, and the sunglasses appeared. That's just one personal experience of mine, and I had to share it. So many different things to share. I'll get to more in another video. Peace, and much love. Bye.